Well, it's another Sunday evening showdown in the SFL, and you're looking live at Red River Stadium as the Bossier City Steamers welcome the Albuquerque Adams for a Week 14 bout. Hello, everyone. Cameron Duty here with my buddy Rochelle Colston. Rochelle, Albuquerque comes into tonight riding a 4-game winning streak, and to keep their spot in the playoff hunt, obviously the best thing they can do is just win, baby. For Bossier City, they would love nothing more than to play spoiler and snag themselves a late season upset victory. How do you see this game playing out tonight?
Hi Cameron, I'm so happy to be here with you tonight. For BCS to win this game, they will have to find a way to protect Ace Fennick, who's been sacked 23 times this season. Also, Ace will have to play a flawless game and limit his interceptions. His touchdown to interception ratio is -8. The Adams, on the other hand, just have to come out and keep doing what they've been doing, run a very balanced offense.
Going to be fun. We're glad to have you along with us. Stats tonight, Justin Raside and Jadooby-Doo, and of course at SFL headquarters is Cameron Irvine. And now, as I like to say around these parts, get comfortable. You're not going to go anywhere for the next hour and a half or so. Kickoff is underway, and here we go. This is returnable. Across the 20. Still on his feet. Michael Knight to the 32-yard line. Albuquerque will get good field position. And let's welcome the Albuquerque offensive starting lineup. Cyrus Jive at quarterback. The halfback, Jason Williams, and fullback, Justin Williams. The wide receiving core of Ronnie Shanahan, Michael Knight, Greg Quirky, and K. Marion. The tight end, Jack Wall. The tackle, Queen Porter. And the two guards, Jerry and Jones. And Leah Williams, as we welcome them to the field for the first play from scrimmage. Cyrus Jive, a good season thus far. Helped lead this team to a lot of important critical victories. They come in here, as we said, 4 games winning streak and almost intercepted on the very first play, as that was Zach Holdorf who had his hands all over that one. It does fall incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Zach's just shaking his head. He knew he should have had that one. It was in his hands. Not much of an excuse for that.
Bossier City looking to play spoiler tonight, as we mentioned. One way, of course, to do that, win the turnover battle. The fullback Williams goes in motion. And back to there they go. Quick drop pass to the halfback Williams. Spin move. Gets some positive yardage. 3rd and 3 coming up. Let's say hello to the Bossier City defense. Stephen Fellows the second at defensive end. The 2 defensive tackles, Biff Markham and Joe Boo McSlim. The linebacking core of Zach Benjamin, Bogey Barr, Rob Forker, and Freddie Trammell. The cornerbacks, Pete Liesa, Michaela Forker, Stuart Zomilia, Nikki McGuire, and the safeties, Willie Bands, Bob Funk, and Zach Holdorf, as the home crowd comes to their feet on 3rd and 3. Jive to throw. Going to step up, run for it, gets the first down just before getting brought down from behind by Foraker. 1st and 10, the drive will continue.
Yeah, nice little, nice decision there by the quarterback to take it, in his own hands, get the first down, keep the chains moving.
For Cyrus Jive on the season coming into this game, 60% completion rate. Top of the league when it comes to passing touchdowns with 16 and only 9 interceptions on the season. That is a critical stat. K. Marion goes in motion. Pressure coming. Cyrus Jive standing there. That one is intercepted. And going the other way, Stuart Zomilia. So they do get the turnover, not with Holdorf, but instead a couple plays later with Stuart Zomilia with the interception.
I think you just cursed Cyrus Jive, since they only 9 interceptions on this season. Make it 10.
It's commentator's curse, Rochelle. I have put it into play here with that stat. But nevertheless, a great play by Bossier City indeed. They come in here hungry. Let's talk about them a little bit. They have lost 4 straight, but let's talk about the teams they have lost to. We will talk more about that after this first play from scrimmage with quarterback Ace Fennick under center. The handoff is straight up the middle. Hunter McWaffle, 4-yard gain, 2nd and 6. back to what we were saying, Rochelle, we mentioned the teams that they have played. They've played teams who have lost 4 or less, meaning Mexico City, Fort Worth, Charleston, and Baltimore for their 4 straight losses. They do have potential here and a lot of good talent on this team.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they have a huge roster. It's not a lot of the, a lot of players from one team are on this team now with Bossier City, so.
Short gain from scrimmage, 3rd and 4 coming up. Let's say hello to this starting lineup. Ace Finnick at quarterback, the 2 halfbacks, Hunter McWaffle and Speedy Gonzalez. The wide receiving core of Dave Axis, Vin Callia and B. Robo. The 2 tight ends, Adam Williams and Garrison Blue. The tackles, David Parker and Jacob Reed. The guard, Jackson Parker. And at center, Yogi Barr. 3rd down coming up for the Steamers, and they're going to be denied. So they had good field position, not able to capitalize on it because Keenan Samuels came flying in like a jet to stop his run.
Yeah, both defenses playing really well so far, not allowing much.
Bossier City really wanted to get some points off that turnover, not able to do it. Instead, it's a punt by Danny Dimes. Fair catch is called for at the 21-yard line. And, of course, if you're just joining us, welcome. Cameron Duty, Rochelle Colston, Joe Doobie-Doo, and Justin resides on stats this evening. As we mentioned, Cameron Irvine at SFL headquarters, keeping track of all the other action going on around the league tonight. Second series now for Cyrus Jive and company, wanting to shake off that interception. He keeps it on the ground this time. And 1-yard gain by Williams.
And not much support on the run game for either team.
Part of the process, though, of course, just trying to get the running game, the lanes open. We'll see who can do the better job at it. Both of these teams, passing is their specialty. As you see Jive again back to throw on 2nd down. The pass is complete to Kay Marion for a nice pickup, making this 3rd and 3 coming up much more manageable.
Yeah, keep an eye on Kay Marion. She's one of their favorite targets, and she's actually a very good receiver on the field.
For Albuquerque, as we said, riding a 4-game winning streak, beating Charleston, Vancouver, Pittsburgh, and Chicago.
Nice stop.
And a nice stop indeed on 3rd down, denied after handing it off to Michael Knight. It's a big defensive play by the Steamers. And again, as you can see right here, defense prevailing early in this one.
And definitely. I mean, we always see this punt so far.
Buzz Killington now to punt, the first punt of the game for Albuquerque. And it's a good one, a booming punt, fielded at the 25 and taken down at the 33-yard line, which is where Bossier City will start after that return by Dave Axis.
The diva himself is on the field.
Let's say hello quickly to this Albuquerque defense of Chris Porter at defensive end, the 2 defensive tackles, Leo Jefferson and Joshua Williams, the linebacking core, Seth Berlin, Keenan Samuels, William Patterson, the cornerbacks, Amar Bryant Jr., Daniel Valentine, and the safeties, TJ Frosty, Jack Napier, and Bryant James. Throwing over the middle on 1st down, it is complete to number 86, Garrison Blue. A good pickup on 1st down, a gain of 6.
And definitely like short little pass, get the ball moving, get your quarterback feeling comfortable out there.
So much of football is about a rhythm, isn't it, Rochelle? I mean, you get in a good rhythm early on, and it could just do wonders for your day, practically. And in motion now. And the handoff's running, bursting out of the gate is Hunter McWaffle. A nice run and a conversion there to keep this drive alive on 1st down.
And he looked really fast on that play. It's like he shot out of a rocket from the backfield.
Maybe looking for the nickname Speedy Gonzalez himself. So we've got Finnick to throw, rolling out, moving the pocket, throwing deep and incomplete. Wanting to go for maybe a home run play there to Vin Callia, but just not in the same zip code at the moment.
Yeah, great job by the O-line there, giving, picked up all the defenders rushing in, held them, gave Finnick a bunch of time to throw there.
2nd and 10, they took the shot on 1st down, and Finnick again, that time it's on target, but dropping it right in and out of his hands is B. Robo, something we don't see very often out of Robo.
Well, that time, number 33, Brian James, come rushing up the middle from his strong safety position, causing all kinds of havoc for Finnick.
He did, probably, as you mentioned, just, getting in Finnick's face early, probably not able to throw that one right when he was hoping to release that pass, causing the disruption. A rollout now by Finnick. He throws again, going deep, this time on target with Blue for the first down.
And these receivers from the Bossier City team are all veterans. You have Adam Moon to tight end, you have Garrison Blue, you have Robo and Kalia and Axis out there. So, very good receiving crew.
A crew that certainly does not get rattled easily in the face of opposition such as that when it was third down and their backs against the wall. A great play by Finnick and a great connection to Garrison Blue. 1st and 10 for Bossier City. They are moving the ball this time, wanting to get into red zone territory. They've got a little ways to go, but they are on the right path. The throw intercepted, and going the other way, there is nobody between them. Amar Bryant Jr. is going to say hello to the end zone. Kalya's not going to make it. Touchdown Albuquerque. Just like that, the tables have been turned.
Yeah, both quarterbacks have thrown an interception now, but unfortunately for Bossier City, he just threw a pick six. I mean,
yeah. Unfortunate to see if you are a Bossier City fan. Now, if you're an Albuquerque fan, Amar Bryant Jr. getting his first touchdown of the season on his 2nd interception on the year.
Wow, big play.
Big players make big plays, and the thing about it that we just talked about, if you're Albuquerque, you can't clinch a playoff berth today, and even if you lose, you're not out of the playoff hunt. But again, the best scenario that you can help for yourself, as the extra point is good, is to just continue to win. Don't take your foot off the gas. So far, they're doing a good job of that.
And so far, these defenses are putting on a show out here for us.
4:15 remaining in this first quarter, a fast-moving first quarter with all the action that we have seen thus far. Bossier City will look to respond. A nice return set up here by Axis as they will take over at the 33-yard line. So, Rochelle, let's talk about it here. Finnick just needs to come in and just shake this one off.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like I say, he's got to play flawlessly for BCS to be able to win here tonight.
Bryant read that last play like a book. I mean, just kind of very sneakily, sitting back there in the coverage and like a cobra, if you will, he was ready to strike when the time came. 1st and 10 for Albuquerque, or for Bossier City, excuse me. Finnick now with the snap, pressure coming around the edges. It's picked up and throwing, intended for Vin Kalya, but that one is jarred loose thanks to Bryant James.
He's been saying his name quite a bit.
Yeah, between Amar Bryant and Bryant James, it's been the Bryant and Bryant show so far for Albuquerque on defense.
Definitely.
Nobody in the backfield here for Bossier City. You've got 2 receivers at the top of the screen and 1 at the bottom. Finnick will roll out, plenty of green to do so. Throws back across his body, complete to Kalya again, wanting to get that connection going with Vin Kalya, and that's a nice start.
Yeah, very good job there by Bossier City, finding the open receiver. He's just staying a little bit in front of the defenders, and I mean, Cyrus job. I mean, Ace Fake just threw a perfect pass with him en route.
The nice one-handed reception by Kalya as well, something we weren't really able to see on the back side of that. That second angle during the replay gave us a good opportunity to see the athleticism in that reception. 1st and 10, Finnick now keeping it on the ground. That is Speedy Gonzalez for, I believe, his first carry of the day, and he picks up 5.
Yeah, nice run on 1st down, mixing it up a little bit to get away from the passing.
So what's very interesting about this game early on here, Rochelle, is the fact that Bossier City is showing they can move the football. Just got to be able to protect it and get some points out of it. Finnick again to throw, going deep. The pass is complete, connecting with tight end Garrison Blue once more.
And that time, that big tight end in the middle of the field, he's hard to even guard. The defender was right there with him. It's just a great play.
Coming into this game, Ace Finnick 3rd in the league in attempts and 3rd in the league in passing yards with 25-28. 14 touchdowns to his credit, 22, now make it 23 interceptions on the season. They ask a lot out of their QB. As we said, they are very, very active in the pass game, and you will have at times a high interception ratio with that as Blue goes in motion. On the ground, and it is completely snuffed out. Nowhere to run for Hunter McWaffle. Say hello to number 43, I believe that was.
49, Keenan Samuel.
Thank you for that, Rochelle. Keenan Samuel's in on the tackle. He came in so quick, it was hard to get a spot on that number. Great play. Finnick to throw. Steps up, felt the pressure coming, and just baseball slides after a pretty decent gain to bring up 3rd and 9 here.
I'd rather see that all day long than rather see him throw the ball down the field to somebody that's not open and throw an interception. So, good observation by the quarterback.
Yeah, indeed. And the fact is they are in field goal range right here. You don't want to do anything to take yourself out of it, get some points on the board instead of turn it over. But they've got 3rd and 9 here and 3 receivers to the top of the screen. Again, another planned rollout by Finnick, throwing back across, and a connection made once again. This time it is Dave Axis. His first season in Bossier City. It's proving to be a good one.
Yeah, Ace Finnick just sat back in the pocket, waited for the play to develop, watched Dave Axis' route, and threw it. I mean, the play was well defended. He's a perfect throw.
No matter how well you plan it up, it's hard to defend against a well-thrown football indeed. Now 2 backs in the backfield for Bossier City with Finnick under center. 1st and goal. They will throw it. Oh, out of the backfield to the tight end. It is complete to Adam Williams. He may have gained a yard before being brought down by Daniel Valentine.
And great play by the cornerback, Daniel Valentine, realizing where the ball was being thrown and not allowing any gain at all.
2nd and goal as we are within the final minute of play of this fast-moving first quarter, fast-action first quarter. On the ground they go into the end zone. Bossier City with the touchdown. Hunter McWaffle with the carry and his 3rd touchdown of the season.
Yeah, I'm glad they decided to go to the ground that time. I think the passing gets all, mixed up in the end zone with all those players back there. So, great run by McWaffle.
A great mix of run and pass. And then you've got Albuquerque here, though, challenging the spot of the ball, wanting to say that McWaffle did not make it across the goal line, and that is going to bring up a Retroid challenge. We'll take a look at the Retroid Retroactive Look. Get your console to play the SFL on the go at GoRetroid.com.
If he didn't make it, he was an eyelash away from making it.
To me, it looks like that forearm extends. Oh!
What?
And the ruling on the field is overturned. Albuquerque wins the challenge. They are not charged a timeout. And now,
oh boy.
Yeah, kind of a surprise there indeed, as he looked over the line, I think, from where we were sitting, but the officials seen otherwise.
I mean, like I said, it's an eyelash. I do a quarterback sneak here.
3rd and an eyelash from the goal line. 3rd and goal for Bossier City. We'll see what they draw up. Finnick under center. On the ground, and this time walking it in easy. McWaffle says, "You're not going to get rid of me that easily." Touchdown, Bossier City.
Way to go there, Bossier City. So, okay, so I didn't get it the first time. I'm getting there this time with some great blocking up front and touchdown.
You know what's interesting about that, Rochelle? Typically, we would be a champion of these offenses, just literally just cramming it down the throat of the defense and running straight ahead. But there you see them spread out and run left side to make that play, as the extra point is good. A good play indeed. Matt Finnick on with the extra point, and we're all tied up.
Yeah, good answer by Bossier after the pick 6. Come back and put a touchdown on the board, tie this game back up. And a very long drive by Bossier City.
Yeah, indeed. Taking a lot of time off the clock. But again, as we said, all tied up here with 33 seconds remaining in this first quarter. And taken down at the 29-yard line. So Albuquerque, the defense so far has been their best offense, although really to the credit, I guess you would say, of Bossier City, they've not really been allowed to get on the field, Albuquerque that is. So what do we expect to see out of them?
Man, to start establish the run game with Williams. I mean, their offense is not looking that great tonight.
And again, we talked about how important it was for Bossier City to continue winning. As we said, they come into this game 6-4. They do not want to fall into the 6-5 category. They've got Atlanta and Nashville right on their heels of this playoff. And Cyrus Jive taken to the ground after a big-time hit by Biff Markham.
Wow, and I don't think Cyrus Jive ever saw him.
He had no idea. And sometimes, obviously, not able to brace himself, those are the ones that hurt the worst. So here we are, 2nd and 11. That was a sack, only for a loss of a yard, but a sack is a sack. We'll see what can happen here. And they pick up the first down, so a good way to go right back at it for Albuquerque as it is complete across the middle.
Let me say, there was 4 defenders in that area, but like I said, it was just a perfect pass.
Perfect touch on that for Kay Marion. And, you know, Marion is one of those players. She just finds a way to make herself available to the quarterback when the big play is needed. End of quarter number 1, all tied up at 7. We'll take a breather and be right back for the second quarter here on the SFL on YouTube. Cameron Duty here with Rochelle Colston, Jadoobie Doo, and Justin Rasides on stats this evening. Cameron Irvine back at SFL headquarters. Albuquerque looking to respond. That was a quick snap and a quick throw intended, or at least in the area for Jack Wall, but incomplete.
Look at Kay Marion in the field, and she's almost like a tight end playing wide receiver with wide receiver speed. She's 6'6". She's a huge wide receiver target.
And tough to bring down. Ask any of the opposing players who have that daunting task of doing so. 2nd down now for Jive as he throws deep, going for the home run ball in and out of the hands of Jack Wall. Well covered as well by Holdorf and company. 3rd down.
Yeah, that'd have been a catch. I think he'd have gone in the house with that one. Just couldn't hang on to the ball.
Jive certainly had some zip on that one. Nobody in the backfield here for Albuquerque on 3rd and 10. 3 receivers to the top of the screen. Now Marion going in motion to the bottom. And nice coverage that time by the offensive line. Throwing deep and overthrowing the intended target. Going for Greg Corky. And it's 4th down.
I don't know. Albuquerque's coming in and having to punt the ball away again.
So Bossier City right now, this defense doing a good job, able to confuse this Albuquerque offense for the moment as we see Buzz Killington back on for the punt. A fair catch is called for at the 27-yard line. So now for Bossier City, an opportunity to get some points on the board, move ahead, take the lead early in this game. We like that run-pass mix on the previous series. What do you foresee here, Rochelle?
I'm even trying to, maybe use the run a little bit more, maybe slowing the game down a little bit.
Certainly eating a lot of clock in that first quarter, wanting to do more of the same. Certainly here played to their advantage. Now Phoenix to throw, again rolling across his body. And not sure how Garrison Blue made that reception for a 5-yard gain.
A very, very dangerous pass.
Good thing Blue was there to bail Finnick out, indeed. So 5 yards picked up there on 1st down, bringing up, as we said, 2nd and 5 now. Just past the 30-yard line. On the ground with McWaffle, who just gets trapped up behind a big body of linemen and loses a yard.
And that time the defense got a little bit of push against the O-line, kind of just backed everybody up, which backed up the running back also.
Quick back to the line as well. Bossier City kind of surprised, not wanting to let any time waste. Finnick will now throw across the middle. A leaping, beautiful grab by Vincalia. And I think we need to call that the nice hands catch. Brought to you by Retroid. Put a Retroid handheld in your hands and play the only video game with your player in it, SFL 4K23. He climbed the ladder for that one, Rochelle.
He definitely did. And like I said, there was defenders in the area. He just put the ball where nobody else could get it, basically. Good throw by Finnick.
Right at midfield here for Bossier City. Moving the ball again nicely. Finnick, plenty of time, throwing deep once more. Batted, still in contention, and it falls to the ground. Incomplete, looking for his tight end, Adam Williams.
I think TJ Frosty got a hand on it there. So the ball went like, different angle off, off his hand.
And you have a moment of bated breath there when the football continues to flutter through the air, not knowing who will come up with it. 2nd and 10 now in motion. Vincalia to the bottom of the screen. Pressure was coming, and because of that, you've seen Finnick have to just get rid of the football before getting tackled. Incomplete.
Yeah, once again, Keenan Samuels came breaking through that line. Got in Finnick's face and just dumped the ball off. No harm, no foul.
Albuquerque learning that they can get home here. And when they do, and they can disrupt Finnick, it's a very momentous play on their behalf. You see, it looks like they're going to bring pressure again, potentially here, or they could drop back. 3rd and 10 coming up. Play clock at 7. They do. Offensive line picks it up well. Finnick throws, incomplete. And again, this defense is just swarming right now, doing a good job of containing everything downfield deep.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, pressure is coming, but the O-line held that time.
And so what looked like a very promising drive. In fact, you had Kalia with a fantastic reception earlier. Gets them out to midfield, but then it stalls. And they have to bring on Danny Dimes to punt.
Yeah, the three incompletions towards the end of the drive just did it.
This kick will bounce into the end zone for the touchback, which is where Albuquerque will take over. So again, Albuquerque's defense doing a good job right now, bailing them out, because had it not been for that fact, look at the team stats. This offense relegated to 28 yards the first quarter thus far.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of 3 and outs, a lot of punting. Their offense needs to wake up.
See if they can do it on this drive. Nice. Jive to throw to Marion, complete. That's kind of up-tempo you need. Just a big play there sometimes can light the spark. 1st down and 10.
Yeah, definitely a great play off a 1st down. They're going to this air game now.
3 defenders as well in the area there, if you notice. But again, you talk about the size and the speed and the agility of K. Marion. Just a hard person to defend and tough to bring down. 1st and 10 now, quickly again over the middle. And again, that was just about 3 steps ahead of any of the intended targets. Incomplete. Back to the drawing board.
When did the receiver miss his route? I mean, there was nobody there.
That was a quick drop back by Jive. They're not sure who was the wrong party in that, as you see them discussing it heading back to the huddle. Now you see Marion in motion to the bottom of the screen. Going to be lined up there against Mickey McGuire. Pressure coming all around, but standing in and delivering a great throw was Cyrus Jive, and complete to Jack Wall for the 1st down.
Yep, using these big-bodied receivers out in the field, but he's finding a target. Nice catch by Jack Wall.
Yeah, let's give a nod to Cyrus Jive as well. I mean, literally, the pocket was collapsing all around him. Front, sides, both left and right. Did a good job standing in there.
Yeah, both of these teams are putting pressures on the quarterback today, for sure.
A hard-hitting Sunday night smackdown, if you will. We're having fun. Glad to be with you guys. Now you see the running game by Jason Williams, who has not been called on too much in this game thus far, but he gets a gain of 2.
You know, like, if you're Albuquerque, you have to establish this run game. You have to.
We talked in the pre-production meeting about how the running game would be a back seat, if you will, to what these two teams like to do. But we did talk about how important it would be to get it initiated. There you see a toss play, right side going to Darren Diedrich for a good gain and a 3rd and manageable now coming up because of it.
And your playbook's like wide open here. I think we're going to see a pass just knowing how this team operates.
The analytics would certainly point that way, indeed. 3rd and 4 coming up now. And you're right, Rochelle. The throw across the middle of the drive complete to Marion, who literally looked like she wrestled that out of the hands of McGuire, who I believe was covering her on that one.
It definitely was a 50-50 ball there, but Marion's so strong, she just pulls the ball back away from him.
Wow. I mean, what can you say when you see a great play like that by a heck of an athlete such as Marion? 1st and 10, that was just determination right there to keep that play going and a drive going, if you will. 6 minutes to play in this first half. And a 1st down, a brand new set of downs for Albuquerque, throwing deep. The pass is complete to Wall, and you're starting to see this offense finally get some rhythm.
Yeah, finally. I mean, we had a lot of 3 and outs, a lot of punts, and now they're moving the ball down the field pretty rapidly here. I think they're in field goal range already.
And you can't really even say much. You can't criticize the defense being played by Bossier City because they are staying step for step, stride for stride with these receivers, but they are really wrestling the ball away from them. Great catches so far. Jive to throw with the pocket collapsing again. This time getting home there was Foraker, hitting Marion at just the right time to knock the ball away.
I think Cyrus Jive may have put a little bit of the pressure, probably threw the ball before he really wanted to.
Kind of left Marion hanging up there trying to reel that one in. 2nd and 10 now coming up. Clock is stopped at 5:34 in this 2nd quarter. One receiver set on either side as Jive again throwing quickly, and that is what's working, that quick tempo rhythm. Corky with the reception, and this dropping back 2 or 3 steps and letting it fly is working well for Cyrus Jive.
Now I think, we have Corky with receptions, Marion with receptions, Wall. We haven't seen Michael Knight or Ronnie Shanahan yet. But they are spreading the ball around a little bit.
1st and 10 in the red zone for Albuquerque for the first time tonight. This offense knocking on the goal line, or the goal area, goal to go area, should I say, as a handoff to Williams. He gets a couple before Joe Boo McSlin brings him down.
Yeah, good job by Albuquerque. Just throwing the run in there and keep the defense kind of honest.
After a gain of 2 on the run, it is 2nd and 8. Jive again to throw to the end zone, going for pay dirt. Flags all over the place. Intended for Wall.
Number 22.
Pass interference, they called it on Zach Holdorf, trying to just simply break that play up. It looked like it could have been good for 6. Yep.
Yeah, you can't hit the receiver before the ball gets there.
Holdorf lowering the shoulder and decides that instead of the touchdown pass there by Jack Wall, put them in a 1st and goal where they still have to try to punch it in.
Huge mistake. Now you're 1st and goal from the 1.
No doubt, though, felt like he was saving the touchdown catch on that one. Now Jive to throw to the end zone, incomplete. Looked like that one bounced off the shoulder pads of the intended target, and a good defensive play by Freddie Trammell.
Oh my gosh, I don't understand why you're on the 1 yard line, you're going to throw the ball. You have, Jason Williams, Justin Williams.
2 very capable backs that can ground and pound here. Bossier City trying to stand and diving, leaping into the end zone. Williams says, enough of that, let me in here. Touchdown, Albuquerque, they take the lead.
Yep, that's what I asked for. It's like, you had the 2 big backs, use them. And the O-lines gave him a huge hole, but he dove anyway, not taking any chances.
Now maybe try to get a little cutesy there on the
maybe.
on the 1st down pass attempt. But they get it in on 2nd down with the run by Williams, and now on to attempt the extra point is Ricky Bobby. Right down the middle, good. Albuquerque leads 14-7. And a long drive by the Adams here.
Yeah, their first long drive of the night. I mean, I believe they're supposed to hit like 5 plays in one of their drives, and that was it. Nice long drive.
Yeah, nice. A rhythm finally was sustained by Albuquerque. And they take the lead. as this one is very much returnable indeed by Axis, who brings it out to the 37-yard line. Rochelle, let's remind folks of the SFL convention that's heading to Baltimore for the 25th anniversary season on July the 10th through the 14th. Join SFL Nation at the rooftop pool of the host hotel, the Hyatt Regency, looking out into Baltimore's Inner Harbor, and revel in the league's first convention on the East Coast. You can reserve your room now at a special group rate at cmfl.net, and something going on behind the scenes. Colston Karaoke may be coming there. We're working on contract negotiations. We tried in Houston. It didn't work out, but Colston Karaoke may be coming to the convention if we can talk the right people into it.
People may pay me not to sing.
Namely Rochelle Colston. We have to talk her into it first to have Colston Karaoke. 4-yard gain on the run for Bossier City. I'll stop right there before I get in trouble with you.
Only if you sing with me, Cameron.
Oh, I'll sing. I don't matter if I'm in tune or not. Oh, my goodness, look at this. It looked like Phoenix was rolling out to throw deep down the field, but Patterson comes in with a hit, and they're getting wise to the rollouts.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he just walked around number 26 that was standing there and said, "Oop, you're gone."
Couldn't fool him on that one. So after the loss there, it is 3rd and 11, and this Albuquerque defense beginning to tighten up a little bit. Bossier City does not need to make this a 3-and-out, especially with the great field position that they have. Another rollout by Finnick going deep. Tip almost intercepted, and it falls to the ground, looking in the direction of Garrison Blue, but just a good defensive play that time. What more can we say?
And number 50 had his hands all over that one.
That's Rocky Boyman.
Yep, the outside linebacker.
Danny Dimes on once again to attempt to get a deep punt here, try to pin Albuquerque at their own goal line. We'll see what he can do. This one has potential. It's fielded about the 14 and returned and brought out to the 22-yard line. 3:11 remaining in this first half. And Albuquerque now, all of a sudden, they went from struggling to find a rhythm to possibly having some time on the clock here. With a good drive, they could extend their lead.
Yeah, with 3 timeouts. I mean, if you're Bossier City, the last thing you need is for them to score going into halftime.
So Jive and company back on the field. They hand it off to Williams, who actually hits his own lineman there, as you've seen him bounce off of him. Benjamin comes in with the tackle, and it's 2nd and 8.
I like how Albuquerque keeps using the run. They're trying to establish it. I mean, they did pretty well in the last drive.
2 receivers to the bottom, 1 to the top. Actually, 2 to the top, excuse me. With Marion lining up there along the line to block. And a play left side, getting very physical. 3rd and 5, a big play for both of these sides, but no more than, Bossier City right now, they really want to get a stop here.
Now, if you're Adams, you're going to come out passing on 3rd and 5. Just don't make up this team, and no backs in the backfield.
Not leaving anything to the imagination, indeed. They are going for the deep ball here, at least for the first down. As they send Knight up, 4 receivers lined up to the top side. Jive pressure coming, unloads, tipped and incomplete. And what more can you say but a huge play delivered by Michaela Foraker, who got a hand on that one.
And you're Bossier City. You have over 2 minutes left. You're getting the ball back. You have all your timeouts. So let's see what your 2-minute offense looks like.
How interesting is it that, very little time was knocked off the board for one, and then again, the time now going to be in Bossier City's favor. Oh, and hit hard on the return. No fair catch called for, and it's a good tackle. Bossier City will start from the 40.
And Dave Axis, you need to call a fair catch fair.
Well, we would like to see you with all of the teeth remaining in your head. We don't want you to lose any out there on the football field for a hit such as that. 1st and 10 coming up now. Man in motion, that's B. Robo. Again, just outside of 2 minutes left in this game. Finnick going deep, almost intercepted, and they're setting back there. They're seeing it coming. We do have the Amar Bryant Jr. touchdown pick 6, but Brian James wanted one of his own, and he got close.
Definitely. I mean, that was a very unwise pass. I think there was 4 defenders just surrounding that receiver, and they were all in front of him.
Finnick is indeed a gunslinger, and that is part of the territory at times. Asking him to do a lot, throw the ball a lot back down the field, and that time,
What?
Incomplete. Took a minute to watch that one develop. Frosty getting the credit for the incompletion, and it's a 2-minute warning.
I thought he still had it, honestly.
You and I both. 2 minutes remaining in this first quarter. Cameron Duty, Rochelle Colston here, having a good time as always, watching some SFL football with our closest friends here on YouTube. Axis goes in motion. Now you see 4 receivers at the bottom of the screen for Bossier City. Pressure coming around the edges. It is picked up nicely. Plenty of time for Finnick, and
oh wow,
the tackle still on his feet. Gets by one of his own players. Oh, it felt like he run 30 yards just to get about 4, and it's 4th and 6. My goodness.
Yeah, William Patterson was definitely in pursuit there. He's just running for his life.
Incredible. Great effort indeed by Finnick. Not enough to get the first down, but they do stay in bounds. The clock will continue to run. Danny Dimes will punt once again. Trying to pin him deep. He's got a good punt here, but it's going to get a big-time bounce into the end zone for the touchback.
We've had a very active last 3 minutes of this quarter.
Oh, we really have. We said it coming in. We said that this game right here has the potential to be a very interesting matchup. Records don't always show an indication of how a game can turn out. At least the competitive aspect of it. And it's been a great one so far. 1st and 10 now. Albuquerque with the football. Jive hands it off to Williams. Looks for the moment that they may try to be a little bit conservative on this drive. Do you expect that to continue, or do you expect a pass play next?
I mean, there's a minute left. You got your 3 timeouts. I wouldn't force an interception here, or try to force a pass, or throw an interception, I should say.
But this
I see them playing pretty conservative. They're in a heavy set.
That's true. That's true. And you're right. They do continue to stay in a heavy set. We'll see what they do on 3rd and 3. But I never
see
count
the same thing.
Do you? I never count Albuquerque out for a last-minute throw. Never. And see, you never know. It could be here, Rochelle. We'll see. 3rd and 3, and they do. They're going to try to throw it.
Oh,
but
no.
That's what happens. Coming around the corner, Rob Foraker with the sack. Bossier City takes the timeout to preserve some clock, and they're going to have to punt.
Ugh. Like I said, lots of action in this last 3 minutes.
Something just told me that they may try to take one shot deep. Good defense by Bossier City. Killington now will have to punt. Oh, pressure kind of getting through, but gets a good punt off. And Axis runs this right up the middle. He takes a shot again. But now here you've got 13 seconds. Bossier City, enough time for 1, maybe 2 plays. Obviously, you just want to try to get at least in some, attemptable field goal range here.
I think I'd go for 2 deep passes. That's what I'd go for right here.
2 deep. Okay. All righty. Well, we're going to see what happens here with 13 seconds remaining in this first half. Finnick under center, 2 back to the backfield, and they just
What was I wrong?
Oh, they just choose to run it.
I think we're going to halftime here.
Yep, and they will say, that's enough of that. We'll go to the locker room, try to regroup.
Wait.
No. A timeout is called at the very last second, and I mean very last second. I had a great segue and everything planned. 1 second remaining. 2nd and 11 here now. Bossier City decides, let's chuck it downfield.
I think I'd done that twice before I tried that run play, but hey.
I love this. SFL football, you never know. Finnick now going deep, chucks it high. Are there anybody down there? The pass is tipped. Oh, man, I thought Robo might could pick it up and run it in. falls to the ground incomplete. And guess what, Rochelle? It's halftime.
Finally.
An exciting first half filled with twists and turns, but Albuquerque leads Bossier City 14-7 as we welcome you in to the SFL halftime report. Rochelle, take it away. Give me your thoughts on this first half.
Well, I mean, Albuquerque was struggling on offense, and then finally they got a little bit of a rhythm. Bossier's looking pretty good, except for the one interception. I mean, this is a very close game. It's only a one-score game right now.
And it's been a good one so far. A lot of action. We've seen times that the defense has stepped up. We have seen times that the offense has been able to move down the field and put some impressive drives together of their own. Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens. And obviously, Bryant Jr., a highlight of this first half indeed. Folks, let's get ready and take a quick halftime break presented by Brakes GPT. We'll be right back.
Just pulled a full-size Taylor Swift helmet. Shout out to all our Swifties. Travis Kelce. This is a Giants Lawrence Taylor.
Patrick Mahomes.
Chad Johnson with the Ocho Cinco.
We have a Drew Brees.
Is that an O.J. Simpson jersey?
An Aaron Rodgers.
Oh my goodness.
Tom Brady! Tom Brady!
Break into the world of sports memorabilia collecting with Brakes GPT, featuring signed football jerseys, helmets, photos, and more. Brakes GPT offers you the shot at winning autographed and authenticated sports memorabilia at a fraction of the price. Join the community of collectors on our Brakes GPT Facebook page, unlocking your shot at hitting a humongous headliner over at BrakesGPT.com. Axis now will return to begin the second half, and he has a great head of steam, gets it out to the 38-yard line, and trying to ignite a little bit of a spark under this Bossier City team that kind of stalled out in their last couple of offensive series.
Well, Axis has had some great returns today in this game.
He sure has. He's taken some hits on a couple of them, but then again, he's been able to pop right back up and deliver great returns such as that. And I tell you what, if you are Bossier City, you've got, as we said, great field position here. You hate to not capitalize on this.
They need to keep their home fans in this game. They need to do something positive here. Ooh, an empty set. Imagine that.
Coming out, firing. Finnick to throw deep, had plenty of time, and just a nice job of finding his man, Vin Callia. Again, what more can you say? Great work by the offensive line there, allowing Finnick the time to look for someone.
And Ben Kelly is having a pretty decent day right now.
And Finnick, like we said, he is a quarterback that is shown. If you can get him some time in the pocket, he can certainly make a big play. That pressure that was getting to him earlier in this game was one of the reasons that the INT was indeed forced. Much better that time. 1st and 10 coming up. Throwing again. Oh, my goodness. And turned around. Is that Bryant Jr.? It is. Amar Bryant Jr. on the same side of the field. Good coverage downfield. And it's deja vu all over again.
That's the last thing Bossier City wanted. I mean, Bryant's just that was a great athletic catch by the...
It was. Honestly, Rochelle, it's a contender for a nice hands catch of the day, honestly. I mean, beautiful play. And just like that, completely shutting down this Bossier City offense that looked like they were getting somewhere. Cyrus Jive now just hands it off to Williams. Oh, makes a couple of men miss and gets an 8-yard gain on 1st and 10.
That's probably his biggest run of the day. Matter of fact, it is.
Which really is a good stat and a good indicator of just how these two teams have relied so heavily on the passing game.
Oh, definitely. I mean, Jason Williams has 7 attempts for 19 yards right now. There he goes.
Yeah, and hands it off once again to
that
first string halfback. That's Diedrich. Yeah, we seen him in there a little earlier tonight.
Nice run.
That's Diedrich's second carry, I believe, of the day, if I'm not mistaken on that. The quarterback comparisons, Ace Finnick, 21 attempts, only 9 completions, a QBR of 2.6 at the moment, if the stats are looking correctly. 22.6, I'm sorry. And Cyrus Jive, 8 of 17. So, yeah, putting the work in early on the 2 air attacks. They continue to fight for it here. Just past midfield, 1st and 10, Albuquerque. Jive to throw, short drop back pass. Marion makes the reception, only a gain of 2 after that hard-fought effort.
At that time, I mean, that was just a dump-off pass, basically, and the defenders were right there.
Second and 8. As we now see motion. This time they send Billy Baber, the tight end, in motion. So digging deep into their roster as well, everybody gets a turn tonight. Jive to throw. Oh, interception. No. Oh, out of the hands of Mickey McGuire. Boy, he's been all over the field for this defense. He's going to be feeling pretty bad about that, not able to bring that sure INT in.
He had both hands on that ball. Come on, you have to catch those.
They don't come your way very often. Cyrus Jive, we talked about just how protective he has been with the football up to this point. And there was another attempt. It is incomplete, but this defense, they're trying to get an interception of their own.
This is kind of crazy.
It really is. Cyrus Jive, we mentioned, comes into the game 16 touchdowns to 9 interceptions, and that is a huge stat. They don't get the interception that time. Instead, though, they do get the incompletion that forces 4th down. So Albuquerque not able to benefit off of Phoenix interception. And this punt. Oh. Do you do it much better than that? I think they're going to say he's down at the 1, aren't they?
I can't tell.
They are. Oh, that was beautiful. Beautiful. Kept both of those feet outside of the goal line area and downs it at the 1. How nice.
Oh my gosh.
Special teams play can be a thing of beauty. They play it safe, keep it on the ground with McWaffle trying to get a little more room for the pocket there. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
And he definitely don't want a safety here. A very smart play.
Now, though, they have been able to rattle Ace Finnick when they've been able to get pressure on him here. They keep it on the ground once more. This time Gonzalez goes backwards, losing a yard. 3rd and 8 now coming up. And you expect them here to turn on the heat with Finnick right at his own goal line.
Yeah, Brian James came from over from his strong city position. Did a tackle for loss there.
As we said, these Bryant boys have been great. Delayed handoff and a good play again by McWaffle, able to get some yardage there. Frosty on the tackle, and it kind of felt like they, on that 3rd down play, wanted to just make some room for their punter, Danny Dimes.
Who is standing on the back end of the end zone right now.
We can only see the upper half of Danny Dimes from this camera angle. He is that close to the goal line, folks, or to the goal post, excuse me. Punt is off, and it's fielded at the 40. Wonderful field position for Albuquerque as they will start at Bossier City's 35-yard line.
Talk about great field position. You're almost in field goal range from the start of the drive.
It's incredible. I mean, really, the defensive effort, Bossier City not feeling confident at the moment or comfortable trying to take a big shot at it. They tried to play it conservative. It didn't go really anywhere. Albuquerque able to lock down on the defensive side of things. They forced a punt from the back of the end zone by Danny Dimes, and Albuquerque comes out of it with great field position. And at the moment, they're set up prime. Oh, my goodness, and look at that. Busting through the line, number 77, Stephen Fellows II. He says, how do you do?
I'm not even sure how that happened, how he got to the backfield so quickly. Oh, he just bypassed number 70.
Sure did. I mean, completely walked right around Leah Williams, the rookie.
A lot of Williams on the Albuquerque team.
Corky in motion. Pressure coming again around the side. Finnick just has to throw it away, or Jive has to throw it away, excuse me. And believe you me, he could feel the heat coming that time. He just got rid of it.
I believe that was Bogey Boer. He just, had threw the ball really before he wanted to.
It has been a very, very hard-fought effort on both sides of the defense today. Jive one-handed catch. Kay Marion coming up big again. That was a thing of beauty once more.
She makes it look so easy, but really isn't. I mean, here you are, you have the defenders all around you, you make a one-handed grab, you hold on to the ball.
Well, I mean, back in my day when I used to play football, I could have used 4 hands instead of the 2 that I had. Just if that says anything, these people are out here doing it one-handed. Incredible. Going for Marion again, I do believe, and good coverage that time by Bossier City, and Jive just threw that one a little too far out ahead.
All right, that'd been a perfect play, just a little bit overthrown. Too much muscle on that pass.
Now 2nd and 10 coming up for Albuquerque, and a victory here for Bossier City would be to limit them to a field goal attempt. Toss play right side. Williams spins off of a man, will not go down. A gain of 2 before he is brought down to the turf. 3rd and 8 coming up.
If you're Albuquerque, all you have to do here is not throw an interception. You're in field goal range.
And as we see the team stats on the screen, at 1 yard difference in total yards between these two. The yards per play, 3.3 to 3.5. Folks, this is about as close as you can play your opponent. Jive to throw, plenty of time going deep. That pass is complete. Corky with a beautiful turnaround catch inside the 10-yard line. 1st and goal.
Nice play by Albuquerque. I mean, what else can you say? It's a perfect pass to Greg Corky.
Actually, they're going to mark him probably closer than that. I said around the 10. He's going to be spotted closer to that. Looks like, right around the 5. 1st and goal here for Albuquerque. A big series here. Albuquerque wanting to put some distance between themselves and the Steamers. Williams running, fighting hard, lowering the shoulder, try to keep that momentum going, and Justin Williams gets close to the goal line.
Nice run by Williams. He's only hit the 2nd touch of the night, I think, but great job of penetrating the D-line.
He was looking for his 1st touchdown of the season.
Really?
And now back to Jason Williams, who walks it in for another touchdown. Albuquerque, that will be Jason's 8th on the year. And a wonderful job of finishing this drive off by the rushing game.
Yeah, definitely credit the low line. Look at that block at number 36.
Patrick Pass, who came in for that goal line formation to help with some great blocking there. And as you mentioned, it is Williams once again with the touchdown. The extra point is good by Ricky Bobby, and just like that, Albuquerque able to extend their lead 21-7. And again, we credit the defense who forced Bossier City to play a very conservative style there against their own goal line. The punt, as we mentioned, it wasn't great, and Albuquerque again taking advantage of a situation.
Definitely great field position. You have to take advantage of it.
Another good return here. Yeah, Axis still loose across the 30 to the 33-yard line. He has been so close to breaking one this entire game. Just great effort by that player this entire night.
Good blocking he had, though.
Yeah, indeed. Good blocking up front. Axis coming over from San Diego, where he spent 8 seasons.
I think half the Bossier City team came over from San Diego last season.
Indeed, they inherited. Actually, every player that they inherited, you're right, Rochelle, came over from San Diego. Williams now with the motion from left to right. And Finnick will throw. A floater lobs it up there.
Oh, nice.
Robo, able to drill that one in and keep both feet in bounds. So 2nd and 4 here, Rochelle. Do we expect to see them try to pound it with the ground game?
I have no idea what they're going to do. I quit trying to guess with this game. They try to run, I'm shocked.
Keep it on the ground with McWaffle. Yeah, they get it. He's spun out of that. And I tell you what, Albuquerque has been so aggressive, even as he is spinning around to try to get the first. They're trying to literally pry the football from under his arm.
Hey, whatever works.
Well, that's a team right there who knows that they are playing to stay in the playoff window. Toss play, right side to Gonzalez. Across the 45 down to the 46, a gain of 4. But, you know, for Albuquerque, we have talked about it, Rochelle, just how tough they are and this mentality. You know, they want to win out here, and they could very well do so. Second and 6 now. Bennett, plenty of time all day, looking deep, complete. Another good catch by Vincaglia. He's had a few of those tonight, and it's first down.
A nice play. Good job by the O-line, giving Mr. Finnick time to probably take a nap back there.
Take a nap, check his fantasy football. Whatever he wanted to do with his spare time, he had enough time to do it. And Finnick, as you could see there on your screen, kind of been an up and down day. A lot of passing yards, but he's got the 2 turnovers that is plaguing him at the moment. Oh, nice. Gutsy run by McWaffle, taking 2 defenders with him for a gain of 4.
Now we're starting to see Bossier City kind of throw their run game in a little bit here.
Makes you wonder, do you think it might have been a little too late for that?
I mean, you are 2 scores down in the third quarter. At some point, you have to show a sense of urgency.
Rolling out now is Finnick, throwing deep, complete.
Nice.
Look at Garrison Blue go. He has been wanting the big reception all night long, and that's a huge play, getting down to about the 5-yard line.
Nice play by Bossier. I mean, Finnick, they're mixing the passes up and the runs up a little bit because the run game will be a little bit more open. The passing game will open up a little bit from the run.
Yeah, and that was a contested football. You seen Valentine going to pick that one off and literally snagging it out of the air with Garrison Blue. Finnick to throw to the end zone, and it's intercepted. Oh, my goodness. For the 3rd time today, and TJ Frosty trying to ice this game, if you will. Look at that interception. I mean, great poise, great form, waiting in the back of the end zone, like we said, like a tiger waiting to pounce.
I think what happens when you get that close to the goal line, to the end zone, you allow the defenders, especially in the secondary, to all stack up across that end zone. So wherever you throw it, you know, it's a very dangerous pass.
For Albuquerque today, defense has been the name of the game. Williams now still on his feet, spinning and turning. He doesn't get much, but a great effort before he is brought down by Joe Boom McSlim.
Right now, Albuquerque's defense has scored the same amount of points as Bossier City's offense has.
And as we said, 3 huge turnovers that really have made the difference in this entire game. Albuquerque now just trying to throw, like we said, a little quick pitch and catch intended for Wall, incomplete. The players were just off sync there, and we have a big 3rd down coming up.
If you're Albuquerque here, you just take your time. Don't make any mistakes. Don't throw any interceptions. You have 2 scores ahead.
3 receivers to the top of the screen, 2 to the bottom. And Rochelle shows no surprise that they're throwing it on 3rd and 10, obviously. Man in motion, Ronnie Shanahan going out wide left. Pressure coming around the edges. It's picked up nicely. Jive going to step up. Run for the first. He's going to get it. No, instead he takes a shot. I mean, he got leveled by Foraker, and I also believe that was Bogey Barr in on the hit as well.
Slide, young man, slide.
And instead, he stood in and he took a heck of a shot. Killington now will punt it away, as that will end the 3rd quarter. This will be the final play quarter number 3. A return coming here for Axis, who does a good job once more getting Bossier City good field position. And the defense says this ain't over yet. Now the offense just has to put some points up.
I mean, take advantage of the good field position that Axis is giving you. I mean, he's putting it all on the line out there, taking big hits.
He's done the work the entire night. 3 quarters in the book, folks. Hold up your 4s. We're going to get a quick word by Chris Curtis, and we'll be right back after the league rights.
The Simulation Football League is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or account of the game without the express written consent of the league office is prohibited.
Folks, we want to remind you, if you haven't had a chance to, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And make sure your notifications are on so you don't miss a minute of action, such as that beautiful one-handed grab by B. Robo to get this drive started.
Wow, and what a statement on your first play of this possession.
Oh, you got to love it. I mean, look at this. I'm in awe of these athletes who can do that. We've seen that this entire night.
And that time he's got a little bit of separation from Marv Bryant Jr. It's a great throw by Ace Fennick.
1st and 10, as we said, taking advantage of the field position that Dave Axis was able to give them. Pass over the middle, complete to Garrison Blue. It's a gain of 8, 2nd and 2, and you expect to see a little bit of urgency here.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down 2 scores. You have the ball, and you're passing well right now. Making smart decisions from the quarterback position. And you're in field goal range.
Man in motion for Bossier City. Here's the snap. They go for the first, trying to get it on the ground, and McWaffle again trapped behind one of his own linemen who is getting pushed up against him, and it's 3rd and 1. And it's 3rd and 1. Big play this time for Bossier City here. 1 yard to convert to keep this drive alive. They keep it on the ground with McWaffle. He get the first down, just what they needed. He gets up clapping, of course happy to convert because they know they need 7 here.
I'm actually surprised they ran the ball.
That is a very good point indeed. Keeping it on the ground, they get the first down, and now back to the air they will most certainly go here. Fennick to throw, the pass is complete. A beautiful turning catch there, just adjusting his body beautifully is Adam Williams for the first and goal here for Bossier City.
That's his first catch of the night, too.
Oh, it is, yeah, that's what I was thinking. He's been targeted a couple of times. Look at that. And so many of these footballs here can be contested. I mean, literally, it's 50-50 either way.
Like I said, once again, you got a huge body out in the field.
That really tells you how close that, Albuquerque is playing to Bossier City right now. I mean, this is a physical game out here, folks. 1st and goal. Fennick to the end zone. Oh, and it was Williams who was hoping to make a tiptoe touchdown grab, but nothing doing, and it's 2nd and goal.
A little bit too much mustard on that ball, I think. That ball was well thrown.
The one good thing about it, it was only Williams who was going to be able to come up with that one.
Definitely. There's too much power behind the ball.
Now on 2nd and goal, they go back to the ground with McWaffle, who makes the defender miss. He does a good job of getting some solid yardage. That brings up 3rd and goal, and you most certainly can expect a pass play to the end zone here on 3rd, wouldn't you say, Rochelle?
I'm thinking yes. But just be very careful, because remember, you have all people in secondary just standing near the goal line.
Indeed. Fennick to throw, pressure in his face. Tipped, almost intercepted. Oh, my goodness, and we've seen that a couple of times, too many times tonight. Napier got a hand on that one. And so now this brings up the question here as we take a look. Also, Bryant was in. Oh, look how close that was.
Right, like I was just saying, when you get this close to the goal line, your secondary can just back up and just cover the whole entire end zone.
It's this red zone offense just not able to produce for Bossier City this entire evening, and instead they'll look for their first point since the early part of the first half. The field goal is good by Matt Finnick. It's an 11-point ball game with 7:11 to play.
You're still 2 scores down, so you have to come out in defense, get a huge stop, get a 3 and out here, get the ball back, and go back to work on offense.
Cameron Duty here with Rochelle Colston. We've got Justin Raside, Jadoobie-Doo on stats this evening, doing a fantastic job in Cameron Irvine at SFL headquarters. As we said, 7:11 left to go in this ball game, and we've talked about it quite a bit, Rochelle. We've talked about how Albuquerque, they play as if they've got a chip on their shoulder, don't they? They've got something, obviously, to play for, playoff here, but, I mean, they are a team that they want to put some respect on their name.
I mean, I remember, their first season in the league, too. They're making a statement to everybody.
Jive with the handoff to Williams. Good room to run. Probably the most open field we've seen all day for Williams. He gets a gain of 8 on first down.
I think Albuquerque here, you have the 11-point lead. You're in no hurry. I mean, your job now is just to bleed this clock. You started off with a run. I expect to see a couple more runs here. But you never know.
We've been wrong before, Rochelle.
Especially with these two teams who like to throw.
And a handoff again coming in, the third-string halfback of Darren Diedrich, and he powers forward. And that's been a little bit of a wrinkle that they have been very selective in showing over the past couple of games, but they do like to get Diedrich every now and then in use.
Want to see a couple more carries by Justin Williams, the fullback.
Indeed. 1st and 10 now coming up for Albuquerque. Trying to get some clock off the board. 6:20 and counting remaining in this ball game. Williams runs right side before being tackled by Holdorf after a short gain.
Like I said, their job now is just to burn the clock and not throw interceptions.
And that is something that Cyrus Jive has done a nice job of, as we said, this entire season, throwing back across his body and threads the needle to K. Marion. I don't even know how he was able to fit that one in.
I'm still going, wow. I mean, you can't cover her any better. I mean,
he literally, though, Jive goes against the laws of everything we know. Do not throw back across your body. He does it. Do not throw into a tight window. He does it. And somehow is able to stick it right there where Kay Marion can only get it.
His philosophy is, I'm just going to throw it. She's out there somewhere.
Williams on the run. Look, it will not go down. Yeah, good blocking up ahead. Good shedding of the tackles. And this is a perfect drive for Albuquerque.
Well, his Jason Williams nickname is Thrilliams. So there you go.
And undoubtedly his favorite album is Thriller by Michael Jackson.
I doubt that. But.
And they give the ball off to Darren Diedrich. 3rd and inches coming up.
Well, this third-string running back's doing a good job out here for Albuquerque tonight.
He is. That's a neat little card that they've had up their sleeve, and Bossier City has not been ready for it. And it's 3rd and inches, and you hear the home crowd now trying to get into it for their home team at Red River Stadium. 3rd and inches, and Williams walks through, still on his feet. Yeah, making it look easy. A great effort. It's 1st and 10 nearing the 30-yard line. They are in field goal range.
I think, the defense on Bossier City might be getting a little bit tired. Now the run game is starting to work for Albuquerque.
Yeah, now we're starting to see, as you said, Albuquerque go primarily to the ground game. And this Bossier City defense, really, what more can you say? They've did a good job of limiting Albuquerque's offense. Let's remember, folks, of the 21 points put up, 7 of it was a defensive pick 6. So the offense has only been able to get to the end zone twice as Diedrich goes down after a really nice tackle by Bogey Barr. But, this is an offense that's been putting up some big points lately. 38 points, 63 points 2 weeks prior in Pittsburgh. So, I mean, this is a pretty good defensive effort for Bossier City, all things considered.
That basketball score.
Oh, it is. Man, that Pittsburgh game, I mean, the score's still stunning. A margin of victory of 46 points that night. Albuquerque turning on the steam. See Wall in motion. On 2nd and 9, again a handoff to Williams, who plows forward. This brings up 3rd and 6, but look at all the time that is ticking away.
Are they in field goal range here?
I would think so. Would you agree? Just inside the 30 there, right around the.
I see Jive still in the field, so 3rd and 6. Ugh, don't throw an interception here.
Under 3 minutes to go in this football game. Jive. Will he throw? Will he pass? He will keep it on the ground smartly to Williams. They'll milk a little more clock. It's 4th and 4. And a good tackle made by Rob Foraker.
I think we'll see Mr. Ricky Bobby come out.
Ricky Bobby looking for a little bit of shake and bake tonight as he tries to attempt a 42-yard field goal attempt to make it a 2-touchdown game. With 2:20 left in the game, that would just about be coffin nails.
Yep, this will be the nail in the coffin.
Snap, the hold, it looks good. The kick arches towards the middle, and it hits the upright. It is no good.
Oh, my.
Hopefully we'll get a good, yeah, look at this vantage point we're going to get here. There's not enough leg on it, and doink.
Was it a bad snap? I couldn't tell.
I couldn't tell. It looked, to me, it looked like the snap was decent enough. But nevertheless, Bossier City says, don't touch that dial. We've still got life with 2:10 to play.
And all our timeouts.
And you expect hurry-up offense here. Finnick to throw. The pass, tip, bobbled, almost intercepted. It's a scary sight for you Bossier City fans.
William Patterson making a play on the ball, getting the pass deflection. Luckily for Bossier, it fell almost to the ground.
2:06 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And Bossier City now will need a Bossier City miracle, but they have time if they can get down the field to the end zone in a hurry. Pressure coming, standing in, throwing, delivering. The pass is complete to Robo. 2-minute warning now coming up in just a moment. A good play there.
You're Albuquerque. You can't leave Robo open in the middle of the field that way. I mean, he was wide open.
And plenty of room to run. As you see, they were still streaking down the field. He cut back in for the reception. 2 minutes to go, and this game is not sealed yet. Bossier City still fighting for air. You're watching the SFL on YouTube. Cameron Duty, Rochelle Colston here on the call. Jadooby-Doo, Justin Reside on stats. Cameron Irvine at SFL headquarters. And we thank you for making us part of your Sunday night. Finnick to throw, threading the needle himself, somehow finding a way to get that ball to Vincalia, and a timeout is called.
I mean, where's this Finnick been all night? Taking shots down the field, finding his receivers, and seems making some great catches.
Feeling the urgency here are the Steamers as they are at the 38-yard line. We now will see motion. It's Axis moving from right to left as he settles in. The snap. Finnick to throw, complete to Vincalia once more, who went up and over to get that one, and another timeout is called. So they are moving the football. They're outside the 20, Rochelle, burning, though, all their timeouts in order to do so. That is going to work against them, unfortunately.
And what they have to do now is they get in the end zone, kick an onside kick, and hope to recover it.
Bossier City just wanting to try to execute here, keep themselves and their season going. They want to get a late season victory, a late season upset. It's not over yet. Kalia in motion. The rollout by Finnick back across his body. Ooh, that was a dangerous pass. He was looking for Vincalia, and it is incomplete.
Great job by the defender there. Just making the hit at the perfect time, not the ball loose.
Both of these teams will round out the regular season next week. Albuquerque travels to Los Angeles, Rochelle, to play the Lycans. And Bossier City will host once again as Houston will come into town. Finnick to throw off the hands of the intended target, and it's 3rd and 3. Kalia took a hit.
I think that was Daniel Valentine with a huge hit, number 26.
Now, he
I didn't
lowered
see the
boom.
first number. All I thought was a 6.
I think you're right on that. Those two have been playing each other pretty closely this entire evening. A good matchup that we've seen this whole night. 3rd and 10, no doubt, 4-down territory, of course. Finnick throwing to the end zone, overshoots his man. He looked like he had a man breaking, but it's incomplete.
Now, I mean, to me right now, this is a ball game. Either get the first down, or you turn the ball over. You have no time. Oh, you have 1 timeout left still. Didn't see that.
And on 4th down, they go for the field goal. Try to get some points here by Matt Finnick.
Okay, that makes sense. Then you kick an onside kick and score a touchdown and do a 2-point conversion to win. To tie the game, I'm sorry.
So they are still alive with a great kick by Matt Finnick. And as you heard, Rochelle just played, laid out what needs to be done, what kind of plays needs to take place here as you see the onside kick. Can Bossier City get it? It's bobbled, and they catches it. It's Williams, the fullback, still on his feet, staying in bounds, gets down to the Bossier City 17. What a great play. We haven't got to talk about Williams much in the rushing category, but how about that? Keeps focus, turns it up field.
Great job getting your hands players on the field. Great job by Justin Williams to bobble the ball, then catch it, then have the no one to move forward and get in great field position on the 17-yard line.
Ball on the Bossier City 17 with 1:31 to go in this ball game. You see a final timeout called by Bossier City, and that gives us a moment to remind you to join Cameron Irvine and Mike St. Green tomorrow evening for another edition of SFL This Week at 7 p.m. Eastern. That's right before the Florida Storm and Minnesota Legend fight for a top 4 spot and playoff positioning on this week's Monday Night Spectacular. That kickoff is at 8:15 Eastern with the full Monday Night Spectacular crew right here on SFL YouTube.
Monday nights are always fun, Cameron.
Monday nights are always spectacular. We've also got a good slate of games coming up this evening at the 9 o'clock hour. Canton and Queen City, and then Los Angeles and Pittsburgh playing, so you will want to check that out. Don't touch that dial.
Maybe I'll watch the LA game.
I think you might. I have a feeling you have an invested interest in that game. Clock down to 3 seconds. Play clock, that is, and they'll take a knee. 4th and 14 now coming up. But, let's talk about Albuquerque, Rochelle, for just a moment. And they're going to go to 5 straight victories. And this team right now, I wouldn't want to be an opposing team that has to play them in the next little bit. I mean, they're playing so good.
I mean, their offense started off kind of slow tonight. I mean, their defense scored first. Let's just go there. But, I mean, somehow they turned it around and started scoring and started moving the ball down the field.
I think it's safe to say that they are playing very complete right now, as you see Ricky Bobby there with the good field goal attempt, making it, again, an 11-point lead. But to that point, Rochelle, when the offense wasn't working, the defense came up big.
Yeah, their defense came up huge tonight. I mean, they were all the pass deflections, the interceptions.
Complimentary football indeed. And heading into this week, the SFL playoff picture, week 13, we talk about positioning and seeding. Albuquerque came in 10th in the positioning with Atlanta and Nashville both behind them with 6-5 records. Albuquerque will improve today to 7-4, and that's huge for them as they continue to try to solidify their spot. For Bossier City, as we said, next week they host Houston. Excuse me, that's a tongue twister. But they want to go out on a high note, and this is a team, they've got a lot of potential. I know they want to end with a check mark in the win column.
Now, in the other game, Cameron, they're 20-20 in overtime.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Late update. Thank you very much, Rochelle, for getting to that. 20-20 in overtime. Louisiana and Houston making a fight out of that one in 5 seconds. You'll want to turn over and catch that one. One final grab. Deep, almost. Robo had the one-handed grab to end it. And that will finish this ball game up. Albuquerque takes the victory, 24-13. Albuquerque fighting to stay comfortable in that playoff spot. They do the job tonight. Their 5th straight win for Bossier City, their 5th straight loss. Give us your final thoughts, Rochelle.
Well, I think the difference in this game mostly was the pick 6. I mean, other than that, it's been a very, very close game to the very end.
Yeah, defensive turnovers making all the difference. Do you have a player of the game?
Oh, I don't know. I have to either say K. Marianne.
Indeed. You say K. Marion, I say Bryant Jr. there for the pick 6 return for the touchdown. Folks, we thank you so much. Remember, Louisiana and Houston tied at 20. You'll want to catch the end of that one. For Cameron Irvine, Justin Rasad, Jadoobie Doo, and my buddy Rochelle Colston, I'm Cameron Duty. Have a great night. We'll catch you next time. SFL on YouTube. See you later.